We were dealing with, and we were praying with her, and her face changed into a hog snout, looked just like a hog snout. She wasn't a hog. It talked funny. It was a weird. I've heard some weird things, but this one was the weirdest I think I ever heard. This was a grown woman, married woman with 2 children, and she couldn't do anything. She couldn't even make Jell-O. Her husband had to just take care of her and everything. She could play with the kids, and that was about it. She just really seemed like she was incapable of doing things. She's a Christian, a sweet gal, but she just was helpless. When this thing manifested in her, I said, "Come out of her." He said, "No." I said, "Who are you?" He said, "I am baby demon, but I am very strong demon, and I'm not coming out." And he went on talking like that, and we would just crack up because he was so stupid. That's the way he talked. "I am baby demon, but I'm not coming out. I am very strong demon, and I've been here a long. No, I'm not coming out." And when he would talk, the face would change. It looked like a hog. It actually looked like a hog snout. And it was terrible. We prayed with her till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My wife and I took her home, and we bound the thing up the best we could. And she would be going on. We had to get her home because her husband was coming in, and her husband didn't know what was going on, so we wanted to hurry and get her home. And we were driving along, and she started talking in the back seat, and she'd go, I would start coming out again, you know. And we thought, oh, Lord, if it does that when her husband's there, I don't know what's going to happen. It took us a long time to get that thing out of her. But once it was out of her, then she could function. But that was now, here's the capper. We visited her folks, her parents, and we were talking about this, and I was telling them about this spirit that come out of their daughter. And they said, that's strange that you should say it looked like a hog, because when she was a little girl, we used to visit her grandmother in Missouri, out on the farm, and they had the little outdoor toilets, and said to get to the toilet, you had to go through the hog pen. There were some hogs in there, and there were some hogs in there, and she was always afraid of the hogs. And she had to go through there. And she was always terrified of those hogs. And evidently that's where she picked the thing up. That's the only time she'd ever been around hogs. Well, I asked the demon, it looked so much like a hog. I said, "Did you come from a hog?" He said, "Yes, I was in a hog once, but I like this much better." So, by the way, if you're driving through Arkansas, there's a few pine rooters running around here that might have something besides hog in them. I sent some things down in some one time. I don't believe I want to get out on the roads with them. They might remember who I are. Yes.
Would that be why you have runts and ticks?
Have what?
Runts, little ticks?
Might be. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with hogs, but